Yeah, kind. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. I got my thing too. What you about to do?
Got battery.
Shalom. Okay, yeah, we good. I got it down here, like the speaker up here.
It is loud.
Yeah, we good. All right, Con, yeah, we in. Which one east?
No, that's what I east this way.
All right, so shalom. So we back out here again, you know. Tonight we're on the highways and hedges. And you see the title, man. Prepare for the wasted suddenly. Okay? The wasted suddenly, what you gonna get, which is simply all of this that people caught up in, you know, being completely gone. Getting a little later now, so. But yeah, prepare to see this completely wasted suddenly, you know, and it's gonna be the biggest. I told you so by the Heavenly Father in the name of His Son, you know, through His many setup, His true prophets, His true service. All right, so before we get into it, call Halam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Yahweh Kakadash. Double honors to the hopefully elect elder apostle slave to be saved, Lord willing, start with those at the great millstone church. On down to the rest that may be out here and been out here under this same doctrine, Shalom, over to the Akim here at this faction of this hopefully elect assembly, you know, in the order of giving all diligence and all true faith and sincerity teaching. All right, Shalom. To the rest of you believers, and then onward to the rest of the Akim doing likewise. And to the rest of you believers in on this faith of how about Shalom, Shalom, you as well. All right, the women, the children, and a few men of the Israelite race. Okay, hoping to be the house of David, man, the house of David. House of David. So yeah, you know, everything you know, we was, you know, out earlier and the dang, you know, Satan, you know, the devil, all of that tried to stop, you know, growth from happening, man. Tried to stop pretty much us from bringing this thing to pass, which is what? The wasting of America suddenly, man. 2nd Ezra 5. All right, wasting of America completely suddenly, and that happens upon what? That happens upon us bringing out this word. All right. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Got it. 2nd Ezra.
Start at the top?
Yeah, come on.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning Salakia, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days.
No, that's.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing the book, man. Now, apps.
You go on my back. You got. Okay, come. If you can. Grab my joint out of the front pocket. It's in the box. So I don't need the box. Matter of fact, that's cool. All right. So yeah, 2nd Ezra 5:1.
2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Yeah, we was going into that earlier. they dwelling in a certain place in the earth, which is that face, America, man. You know, where everything lit up at, everything is all of these brands you see. Most of these brands not even from here. They foreign brands, foreign car makers, everything foreign.
Salvatore.
Yeah, Ferragamo, man. You know, Burberry. Ain't none of these places from here, man. You know, they here because they're if you could read that one more time.
Yeah, kind. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Right. And specifically, if you can go to we was reading that earlier, 2 Ezra 9.
All right. 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou
No, that wasn't even it. It was the other one we got. I think it was Luke 21. Luke 21. That's how I got it. Luke 21 and okay, because yeah, it say on the face of the earth, but what specifically? What part of the earth? You know? Let's get it. Luke 21 and 35. Yep. It says, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the earth. Yeah, the face of the earth. Okay? And that face of the earth right now is America, man. Okay? That's what when you go into the word face, it says man, it says a lot. That's spiritual. You go to the Strong's definition and say fashion. The fashion of the earth. It says the front of the human head. The front of the human head. What's the front? If the earth is the head, what's the front of the? You got a head. What's the front of my head? If I turn around, this is my head. What's the front of my head? My face. So the earth will be the head. So what's the face of America? What's the face of the earth? America, man. He said that's what he's specifically looking at, man. You know? It says, and also when you go in, it says the index of the inward thoughts and feelings. Okay? So pretty much the thoughts of the earth is formulated and formed upon what America thinks, you know? So just to keep that simple, Luke 21 and 35, it says, for as a snare shall it come on all them, and that snare being what? The day of the Lord, man. You know? The recompense of doing deals with the so-called white man. Trying to charm a serpent. That bite. You know, that's a snare. It says, for it shall come, for a snare shall come, for it as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth. See that? So there it is. You got it.
Yeah, kind.
Back in that 5.
Yep. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Right.
And the way of the truth shall be hidden.
Yep.
And the land shall be barren of faith.
Yep. If we can lean this, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how it's gonna run. If we can lean it up some, like lean it back. Lean it up just a little bit. Like lean it back. Yeah, kind of. You know,
That's it. A little bit more.
Yeah, turn. Push your left hand forward in. No, the other way. Keep going. No, that was good. I'm saying push it in, like turn it. No, back. Yeah, back. Keep going back. Keep going back. You see. All right, you can tilt it. Yeah, kind. Good. You can bring it down probably a little bit. Kind. Yep. Yeah, kind. Beautiful. One more time.
Yeah, kind. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Right. Exactly, man. That's exactly, you know, matter of fact, keep going. You know, so specifically upon, where you at? You was in 5 and 1 again?
Yeah, come on.
Read that one more time, and then just read through.
Yeah, 2 Esdras 5 and 1, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens.
Right.
Behold.
Yeah, the tokens dealing with the signs, right? Come on.
Behold, the days shall come.
Which is pretty much the signs of what we saying starting to rear its head. Go ahead.
That they which dwell upon earth.
Right, the day shall come that they that dwell upon earth, which is all these people, women walking up and down the street half naked, you know, from all different countries, you know, but keep you know, off from here supposedly. Go ahead.
Shall be taken in a great number.
Right, go ahead.
In the way of truth.
Meaning what? They're gonna be caught up in this, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
In the way of truth. So like in the way of truth shall be hidden.
Right.
And the land shall be barren of faith.
Meaning we ain't gonna be out here anymore. And the land gonna be barren of faith. Everybody gonna get real carnal, man. You know? And it makes sense because look at all the laws that the devil passing. Okay? This is Isaiah 10 and 1. And it reads what? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Exactly. You writing laws that's gonna piss people off, that take away people's rights, that infringe on people's rights, as so-called citizens, that make you a hypocrite in people's eyes. You know, you doing that brings woe. See, which is what? Destruction. It's gonna bring your destruction. The so-called white man, it's gonna bring the destruction. This place having all these laws passed, it's gonna bring destruction. Why do you think they let up? Why do you think they letting these people do what they want to do? I thought it was just a panorama, man. What happened? You know, they already know all hell gonna break loose, man. They know that. You know, you got some? Let's get what you getting. This 2nd Esdras.
Are we good?
Okay, let's get 2nd Esdras in the 15th chapter. You know. Just gonna let it flow through the spirit.
Yeah, come.
Yep. 4 and you can start at 14.
15 and 14.
Yeah, kind.
2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draw nigh." Right.
Exactly. Because they constantly writing laws. They constantly taking away people's rights. Go ahead.
Yeah. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
Right. People, and what's that people? The little, how they call it, the little people at the bottom.
Exactly.
The little man versus the big man, which is the corporations. All this crap you see, man. All this crap gonna be out of there, man. You know, I can't turn it, but you know, brands and shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This stuff gonna be out of there, man. All this stuff. And you've been seeing that more and more lately. You know, supposed the George Floyd riots. The Magnificent Mile can't keep it can't keep itself in magnificent condition. You know? Why? Because the end of all things is at hand. So that includes the Magnificent Mile and all these stores. All of the places that attract tourists here. It's the summer now. It's about to be the summer or not the summer. Dudes like this guy, you know, he gonna be out of there, man. He's cool. You ain't gotta get him. You know? He gonna be out of there. So say the least. One more time on that.
Yeah. 2nd Esdras 15 in verse 15.
Yeah.
Should I start at 14?
Yeah, you take it from top. It's cool.
In verse 14 it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Right. So they destruction on the way because of all this. You know? Go ahead.
"For the sword and their destruction draw nigh."
Right. And they say woe to the world, which is Esau's world, so-called white man's world. So the way his world is gonna go out is due to his own, you know, ill dealings. If you can jump to that.
Yeah, I got you.
In Sirach 10.
Yep.
You know. Yeah, destruction to Babylon, man. Complete destruction. You know. Sirach 10.
Yeah, kind of. the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8.
Yeah, dude got a shirt on that say "Ask God." That's coming up behind us, man. You know? This is good.
Just grab the orange part.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask God. You know? Well, this is God's mouth up here right now. Go ahead.
Sirach 10 and 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So this is how Esau world gonna go out. Because his rich, all the riches he procured, the city, he built all this, these $1 million buildings, infrastructures. He gonna lose all of it because he got it all by deceit and injuries, hurting people. What was those injuries? The slaughtering of the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Native American Indians, you so-called white people going into slavery. That's what's happening in downtown Chicago, man. The end of your world, you're Edomites. Your world is coming to an end, and you know it. You know we the Israelites, we the Jews. That's what we here to tell you, man. So this is how Esau world gonna go out, due to his own stupidity, man. Constantly, writing laws and crap. You got it. What's up, man? You got something?
No, we good.
Okay, we got something.
Yeah, kind of, we'll do. But yeah, 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right, which is all those, once again, the laws again, all those gun laws they passed. Here it is, this man, he signed off on permitless carry for Tennessee to where anybody can have it, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could be packing with it, man, can have the heat on it. You could be 18, you ain't gotta be in the military, anything. And now all these mass shootings look, what's the result? Mass shootings. And that's what we prophesied was gonna happen. And now it's happening. Now he wanna, he wanna act like he ain't had nothing to do with it. Now he wanna, cause really, Esau, he really don't know what he getting himself into. He think through his ordo ab chaos, his old Roman techniques, his ancient techniques of Rome, he think what? He think they're gonna be able to somehow offset the plans of the Lord, man. Offset his end, prolong his end. You can't. It's impossible. That's why I say he comes down having great wrath, because he know he have but a short time. But that wrath is what you gonna reap. Exactly. Because you ain't doing nothing but sowing wrath and destruction. So all this destruction you set up to try to think, okay, the order out of chaos. Let me create chaos to where I can come and appear as the good God of people and give them, the resolution, and then they'll hear me, and they'll put another 10 years on my run. That you so-called white people finished. That's what's happening to America. Y'all getting ready to go into slavery for what you did to the Hebrew Israelites. America's done. Chicago's downtown is not the same. This is not 2003. You're finished. Prepare to go back to Israel on slave ships. Prepare for that, man. All right?
I got something.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 28 and 10, it says, Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it says, but the upright shall have good things in possession.
Yeah,
so that,
and to speak on that previous part, simply what? You did all this to really get the tribes to go off. Because that will prolong his
reign.
Yeah, his reign. You got it.
Yeah, the so-called white man, he's promoted all of this destruction to our people, specifically. But it's coming back to bite him in his tail. Yeah. As we see this place, which we call downtown.
Yep. America, period.
Yeah, America, period. But we was talking about downtown, just the concept of being downtown.
Yeah. But downtown, everybody watching.
No, that's what I said. Anywhere though, that whole concept of being in a place of everything going on, being a part in the face of whatever is going on. It's coming to an end. These places, these cities all over the earth cannot stand anymore. They're not fruitful. They're not bountiful. They're just coming to an end.
Yeah, this is I got some. It say how the Lord is, he's still, matter of fact, Isaiah 9 and 16. I'm gonna actually jump to the point. This is Isaiah 9 and 17. Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men. Yeah, because Esau, he created a way to try to get the tribes to go off, which if the tribes go off, they will stay cursed, and everybody else in that, because due to the clause, the contract they signed, right? It caused the other nations to go up, including Esau. So he has been the perpetrator of the constant self-cursing, right, self-infliction, you know, with the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, Indian people, the Hebrew Israelites, upon themselves. He's been the orchestrator of that, the ringleader of that. So why? He can stay in power. But now it's backfiring. It's backfiring. He gave him guns, and now all his stores getting shot up. That's what's happening. See, it's literally backfiring.
Exactly.
His people getting shot up now. You can't make this up, man. But it says what? Therefore shall the Lord have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows, for every one is an hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaketh folly. Right. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. So it means what? The Lord is jacking Jake up. But once again, wherever Jake is at, wherever Esau's Jews and Jake is at, Jake, that's where the Lord hitting Jake at. Exactly. And where is that at? On the face of the earth. So basically it's like the Lord punching America in the face. You know what I'm saying? Let me read this in the NLT. It says, that is why the Lord takes no pleasure in the young man and shows no mercy even to the widows and orphans. Right, you're gonna see Chicago get shot up downtown. You're gonna see downtown Chicago get shot up this weekend. There's gonna be more mass shootings everywhere, man. You know, it's gonna be more hooligans, you know, out here, man. See, this is the site of Esau. Let's get them. Let's get them. You know, this is gonna be the stand of the top, you know, Fortune 500 company CEO owners. They're gonna be in this guy's state, man. That's why the Lord sent him up here. Finished. Cool. Get ready for the slave. You know? Done. You know? Nobody ain't playing with Esau, man. All right? But anyway, it says what? The Lord did that to that dude. It says, Yahweh Bashmel Shai says, and shows no mercy even to the widows and orphans, for they are all wicked hypocrites, and they all speak foolishness. But even the Lord, Yahweh Bashmel Shai's anger will not be satisfied. His fist is still poised to strike. So he's stilling on Jake. Where? On the face of the earth. That's America. So America getting hit due to what the so-called white man got Jake doing. So it's backfiring on him. It's getting him hit. It's getting his cities hit. It's getting his infrastructures hit. You know? It's getting his pride hit. Because, you damn dummy, the minute you start getting Jake to go off, that the prophets will have to come back to rebuke Jake. And then when the prophets come back, they're gonna rebuke you. And now that causes the minute you did that, right, on a high level, your clock started, man. Yeah, really the minute you murdered the Lord, man. You got it.
Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance. And that's the me is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. It says their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand. And the things that shall come upon them make haste.
Yep. And that say them. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. The further we fall, the further our decline goes. Ultimately, the further that you get to the point that you're actually going to completely slip.
Because he had a hand in it.
Exactly.
Because really, when you think about it, Jake and Esau attached to each other.
Exactly.
Because his hand hold them.
To the end.
To the end. You know? So Jake would be the result of you coming down, man. You know?
Man.
You know? And he probably, look, why is Jake holding his heel? He probably tried to kick Jake leaving out of the room. And that kick backfired. Now it's a way for him to just exactly. Grab a hold of your ass, man. Exactly. You kicking Jake, man, you can't make this up, man.
No, you can't.
Okay, we can.
Just to speak on it, he said you kicking Jake, like that's what they do. They kick us. They kick us down and make sure we stay down. But that very thing, you know, we speak on it often, like saying like inside the show Dragon Ball Z, the more you kick them people down, the stronger they get. You know? So we got ultimately the highest power working behind us to permit our permanent downfall. You know, so you see us men coming back out, coming back to understanding who we are, hitting the highways and hedges, telling our people who we are, namely talking to the elected Israelite nation, rising back up, because we're preparing ourselves for what is to come, which is power.
Will permit Esau's permanent downfall.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
You can jump back, stay in these scriptures. Kind of wherever you left off at. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right, exactly. Because this world is caught up with Esau's constant trying, playing schemes of plotting on Jake. So it's curses everywhere. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's, there's commercials everywhere. It's a Jake that was walking up and down the street that was just influenced a woman. She just watched Cardi B, City Girls. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's all over the face of the earth. He did that so we can go off and he can stay in power. But that will only cause what? The prophets to come back. If you can get Jeremiah 44:4.
God.
Yep.
Jeremiah chapter 44. In verse 4 it says, "Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, Oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate."
Yeah, exactly. Now, it would have to be abominable things going on. You see? By who? Hebrews 12 and 16. You know? Because whose world is this? It's Esau's world. Who's Esau? These so-called white people, man. America finished, man. Ain't no everybody can get along. Y'all getting ready to go into slavery, man. All right? Every so-called black person you meet, they the cool now due to the slavery you put them under, man. Everybody ain't sleep. Y'all so-called white people going to slavery. We're gonna take your women. We're gonna take your family. You're going on slave shit. Believe it, man. America finished. America's through. Gas gonna hit $10. Y'all gonna be walking pretty soon. Y'all world coming to an end, and you stole America anyway. Get ready to be concubines and slaves, man. You know? Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 11.
12 and 16.
Salakia. Hebrews 12 and 16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau."
Yeah, exactly. That's it. So it's that simple, man. So Esau, he's the profane. You go in the word profane, basically mean abominable, man. You know what I'm saying? So go jump back to Jeremiah 44:4. You can drop that Hebrews 12.
Jeremiah 44:4. "Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets."
Why? Go ahead.
"Rising early and sending them."
Why? Go ahead.
"Saying, Oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate."
See? Meaning what? Learn not the way of the heathen. You know? Matter of fact, let me grab that. This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. "Hear ye the word of the Lord, which speaketh unto you, O Israel." Right? "Thus saith the Lord." Get Bible Kasai 2nd Ezra 16 and 35. It say, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Basmi Shah, learn not the way of the heathen." Why would he have to say that? Because the way of the heathen will be pushed out to you through Esau's, enterprise, his schemes. You know, it say that the wicked plot against the just. That's what the so-called white man will do. Here, follow Cardi B. Do what she's telling you to do in the song. Listen to Travis Scott. Do what he's trying to tell you to do in the song. Listen to Young Jeezy. Listen to all these played out niggas that dying and getting killed. Listen to Nipsey. Judgment all the time. America a graveyard, man. Go ahead, man. All life that's here, right? Certain life that's the true life. Those that have the true spirits, the only ones coming out of this. Everything else is dead, man. It's gonna be left for death, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 36. "Behold."
Yeah, like the Lord say, let the dead bury their dead, man. Go ahead.
"Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it."
So really, we ain't out here we out here for the elect, man. He said what? Let the dead bury their dead, man. These people, let them get caught up. Let him tell her about that video to watch so she can, she probably under the elect. He probably ain't under the elect. Let the dead bury the dead, man. Only people coming out of here is those that got that life in them, man. That's it. This is a graveyard already, man. This is the altar. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 16 and 36. "Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it."
Go ahead.
It says, "Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake."
Yeah, see? Exactly. And who's that God? Esau, man. The so-called white man. Let me grab that. This is, because it say, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. In whom, let me jump here. it says, I'm gonna start at 3. It says, in whom, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Yeah, telling you that America about to be destroyed. Finally, man, America on this way out of here. Gas gonna hit $10. You're gonna be walking soon, right? You might not make it to the bunker you got. If you don't have a bunker, you're finished, because America will be nuked. All you people came here want to be like the so-called white man, you fake Jews. You getting ready to go into slavery, man. That's what we're here to tell you, okay? But you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, there's hope for you if you know, of you being a Hebrew Israelite, because you could be the Lord's elect, man, right? You ain't got to sell out to a place that's finished, man. You ain't got to invest and put your money into a sinking ship. You ain't got to do that. It's a world to come. This one is passing, man. Okay? But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world, right, has blinded the minds of them which believe not. A lot of y'all think what? That just because, you know, the word God is always used and associated with the one that created, right? Supposedly, right? Everything. That's what people in common would like to believe. But order, that same God you really alluded to, he says other gods exist, right in front of you. Why? Because whole time he see people actually worshiping other people, other things besides him, which is only supposed to go on with God, a God. God's is worship. So that's telling you what? The God that created everything, he's telling you people that it's a God in front of you. And who's that God in front of you? The so-called white man. Why? Because you worship everything he say, man. Everything he tell you go get this, you go do it. He tell you don't do this, you don't do it. That's God. That's your God, man. You read on the back of your dollar bill saying, God, we trust. And all niggas talk about is chasing those dollar bills. You know? The scripture, matter of fact, if you can get, you got something? Sirach 5 and 7. You know who? Because God is treated like that. Okay? You're supposed to be quick to run to him. You know? So let's prove that real quick.
Sirach chapter 5, verse 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Woo! See? That's how Jake treat the so-called white man. They don't make no tarrying to turn to him. You see that? Finished. 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 Now he trying to get her off camera. He got Eve, man. The serpent got Eve. See that? Can't make this up, man. You ain't gotta sell out. That's what we're here to tell you. He can't whip you no more. The truth shall make you free. You know? But if our gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded their minds. His people got her thinking that he's her God. That's the Messiah, all that, man. You know, so you Jakes, it's proven by your actions, because you quick to run to the thing that the so-called white man put in front of you with a slogan that's saying, God we trust. You're quick to run to that. And whose face on it? His face. Nothing but crackers riding wild path. Edomites. That's the worst thing they could be called. Edomites. Idumeans. Right? They quick to run to that, man. You know, so that's how we know he's your God, and he's a God now, because he's given the God treatment. How God to be treated? You got it.
Sirach chapter 5 and 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
If we could drop this down a little bit.
And put not off from day to day, Khan.
Yeah.
It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Heavenly Father come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Yeah. See? And niggas, that's how niggas feel about the so-called white man. You know? They're like, man, but I got to. He, you know, because, you know, Master gonna get me, man. You know, what you gonna know why you come down here, you know? This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. See? They like, man, yeah, I gotta hurry up. You know, you would think that's the concept. You would think you would think, what's up? Okay, Salaki. You would think you would be quick to run to God. You would think, but not the true God, because he can destroy you. You know, that's why you would think you'll be quick to run to God, the one that got the pot that control everything. But see, that's how you know this nigga the God of the world. I tell you this ain't going on in the heavens. Esau ain't got no control of this, man. This is a plot going bad, man. This is a movie where somebody dies on the set that wasn't supposed to. You know? That's what this is, man. Okay? This nigga done lost complete control of this. So yeah, they're like, man, yeah, the damn so-called white man, he gonna get me, man. You right, he is coming down having great wrath. But he about to be destroyed, man.
Exactly.
His world about to end. That's why he coming down having great wrath. You worrying about what he gonna do to you, but he worrying about what the Lord about to do to him.
Exactly.
You know? What you would do to him if you found out who you are. You know?
I'm gonna grab it.
You got it?
Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore.
Yeah, I just read it. That's the spirit.
That's like it. Yeah, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
None but judgment down here, man. Go ahead.
Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Right, you ain't no coming.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Yeah, kind. The brother just read it, but that's it, you know. He has a short time. He's coming down. He's going to come down even harder because he knows his time up. So what do you do when you got a little time? You go all out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and exactly. And he's gonna do that with his laws and his orders. You know, his teeth, his army, his military. That's why he. You know, we was watching earlier. This place finished, man. You know, you come downtown. Like I said, I ain't been down here in years. It's completely sunny back the other way. And it's always been like that because of all the buildings. But it's just spiritual.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a cloud over here.
It's shit gloomy as hell, man. Crackheads everywhere. None but a bunch of millennials walking around. Homosexuals every damn where. They got the damn building. They got a building lit up down here with in honor of the LGBTQ movement, man. With the colors. Even though they stole those colors off the rainbow, which is a sign, a warning from the Heavenly Father. That he exists, a receipt of his work. You know? Proof of his work. Like, yeah, I flooded the earth when you see them rainbows in those clouds, man. You know? You know? So, go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
back to second.
Yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
It says, for the sword, I'm going to start at 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
So Esau's world this is why we get it now. His world is bound, it's bound for destruction.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, we grab that. This is Job 14. So I say that by the Spirit, 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined.
Yeah.
The number of his months are with thee. And who's the thee? The Most High. Lord got the number of his months. You know, it's a day that this man got a day where he ends his whole world, him being in power and going into a new state, which is a state of him being completely under the bottom under us in a way to where it seemed like he was never ruling. That day is the Lord got that mark, man. You know, it says the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. You know, there it is, man. Everything this dude doing is according to the boundaries that the Heavenly Father put him in, man. You know, this is Job 20. You got something?
What'd you at?
I'm in Job 20.
Job 27. I was gonna hold it though. It's a mountain up to this one.
Okay, well let's get Job 20 and you start at verse 5.
Job chapter 20 and verse 5. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Matter of fact, start at 4.
Verse 4 it says, knowest thou not this of old?
Right.
Since man was placed upon earth.
Right. Because the Lord declared the end from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
So Esau was marked all the way in the garden. That's why he did what he did as the serpent. You know? That was set up, man. This dude was bound, his world was bound to be destroyed, and his world was set up when he came back in the incarnation as Esau. You know. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Khan. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short,
right,
and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right. Exactly. See, dude walking around with a taser.
Mm-hmm.
There's people walking around with tasers, playing with tasers right now. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy, man. Like when everything shut down, man, we gonna get there. Slock it. One more time, brother.
Yeah, Khan. Job 20:5 or 4, it says, knowest thou not this of old?
These people gonna be tearing you so-called white people up, man. They're gonna be tearing y'all up. Y'all got all the goods, man. Oh, this chapter actually covered that.
It covered it all.
You so-called white people is finished, man. Y'all the Edomites. The so-called white man is on his way down. The so-called black man on his way up. The Hebrew Israelite. Yahweh Shai coming back. So-called Jesus Christ. He gonna put his foot up y'all ass. Go ahead.
It says, knowest thou not this of old?
Yeah.
Since man was placed upon earth,
Right.
that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Yeah, y'all time was a small window, man. It seemed like 1619 was just yesterday.
Yeah.
You see? And now here we are, 2022. Lord say he was gonna make, if he don't make the days short, you know, no flesh shall be saved, because the damn so-called white man, a madman. It's smog everywhere, GMO food, GMO everything, GMO people. You know? I was gonna say GMO niggas, but that's like an oxymoron. A nigga is a GMO. You know? You got it. The elder apostle Carr call them GMO babies. You got it.
It says that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Yeah, man. They out of there, man. So don't get caught up in this, man. You know, you wake up one day, man. Yep, they done took the Burberry store down. They done everything flipped upside down. The Lord gave you a preview of it, man, many times. From the Rodney King riots, you know, in the 80s, or is that the 90s? That was the 90s. The Rodney King riots in the 90s, in LA.
The Watts was in the 80s. Or is that the same thing?
The Rodney King riot, that shit was in the 90s. You know, when they had his ass on camera beating his ass, and Jake they did the same shit they did with the George Floyd riots. And then you got the George Floyd riots, man. You know? A time coming where all the crazy history that's been caught on camera, like America's worst times that they don't want to talk about, is going to be put in one time known as Jacob's Trouble, right? And Jacob's Trouble is really it's the end of Esau's world. That's how you know your world was doomed. Jacob's Trouble going to happen on your watch and during your reign, the worst time to ever be on earth. So everything which is a time where there's animals everywhere, people destroying stuff, but he will rule everything at that time. So that's all his stuff being destroyed. People dying, there go all his citizens, his slaves, everything, man. So this dude, man, was set up. You got it.
So soil ran rapid.
Yeah, man.
Verse 6, it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Right, and that's the buildings and stuff like that. The airplanes, they got drones, it's different technologies. You got it.
Yeah, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds.
Right, he actually got pilots up there.
Exactly.
You know, they actually talk about moving to Mars and all that. You know, they got the different, NASA groups now set up. Basically, you could say, from the Space Dragon X crew.
Right.
You know, all that, the Blue Angels.
Like satellites.
All that, man. You got it.
It says, in the joy of the Salakia, it said, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
And he Lord, he gonna perish like he was never here. Lord gonna flush that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That shit crazy, you know? That's crazy, man. Lord gonna treat him like like he's some shit, man. You know, just hey, it's vulgar, man.
That's what it says.
Just so you can understand.
Yeah, kind of.
You know? But go ahead.
It says, they which have seen him shall say, where is he?
This man gonna be nowhere in sight, and if he ain't nowhere in sight, this world ain't no more in sight. America no more in sight. Buildings that you go and buy and eat, restaurants, you know, buy and eat at, they're not no more in sight. Restaurants, none of that, man. Ain't gonna be no more Michael Jordan statue. Ain't gonna be no more United Center. Ain't gonna be none of that, man. Ain't gonna be no more basketball games. You've been seeing signs of that, man. Though His Excellency mount up to the heavens. Helicopters. You got his top celebrities falling out the sky in those helicopters. Those are omens. Those are signs, man. You know, and they were, which could be Kobe Bryant. You know, he good now. He in the spirit world. You know. Some reason they want to take a picture right there. You see them? Let's see. See them? These people think they slick, man.
He turned around, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said, put it higher, baby. Now we put a curse on you, don't say nothing, man. All right? I sent up a lot of curses yesterday. We in that just curse everybody time. You gotta be careful because you don't want to curse something you using, you know? Being all simple. But anyway, go ahead, brother. So, you know, like I said, that was a sign, man. Going back to 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, in the 1st verse, concerning the tokens, telling you Esau gonna come down, His Excellency, all of that. Well, look what the Lord did to Kobe, who was in Esau's excellency, that helicopter, man. It came down. Them signs. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Salakia, continue verse 7.
Yeah.
It says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Go ahead.
He shall fly away as a dream.
Yeah, exactly. Esau we gonna wake up one day. It's gonna be like for us. This really, like, this is like good thinking for us, like those that's you know we waiting for the gospel. We waiting to get out of here, man. We waiting for Esau to be put in captivity. We waiting for it. It's like we're gonna literally wake up from a bad dream. Soon as all this crack off, soon as everything pop up, finally, it's gonna be like we finally waking up from a bad dream. You just tossing. Those like the tossing moments, right before you about to wake up. You're gonna be like, whew. Because Esau is just an imagination, man. You know, he's just an imagination. Let me grab that real quick. He not even real. A man with no melanin walking around. And is made normal in a world where it's made. No one else looks like that but his race, and he's the beautiful one. Yeah. No, and it's made normal. You know, and people that got spots and blemishes of it, you know, pieces of it, they said they could be models. That's like a dream.
Complete dream.
That's a dream world. That's not real. This is Sirach 37 and 3. It says, "O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with the sea?" It's talking about the so-called white man, you know? Because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. So that's when the wicked imagination came into the earth, to cover the earth with the sea, when it was given into his hand. When he was what? Esau. And started manifesting his blessing. Okay? But really going back to the serpent, really, that's why I say in Revelation, that old serpent called the devil. Esau world was being set up then, and it was intact finally when Esau came into power and he started populating, you know? And they've been trying to really set it up since all they little stolen rulerships where they was ruling. Rome, Greece, Rome, you know, America, Rome resurrected. And they think they're gonna finally fulfill it. They're gonna completely have the earth under their world. And they basically undid it. So that's how we know it's over with, man. Because this ain't the Lord's will. Okay? This is the day that the Lord has made. We be glad and rejoice in it. Esau had to be on the scene first. You read the Bible, tell you Esau so-called, he's a red man. So you see red people walking around, and Esau would have to like basically get the dew of heaven, the fatness. He got all that, man. So everything checking off. Then he would have to start killing with the sword, leading into captivity. He did all of that. It's done.
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah, kind.
Mm-hmm. So this nigga finished, man. I said when everything started popping off and stuff started getting broken into, because Esau done wrote one law too many. He finally passed the wrong one. What? It's gonna get like, you know, when people get cranky when it's hot, it's the summertime.
Exactly.
So some shit pop off this summer. You You know, he was just losing. You got it.
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Right.
It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. So, all, you know, these ass whoopings that you have put out into the world, they're going to come back upon you in the end. That's how you're going to end up vanishing. You're going to go into slavery. You're going to ultimately be eradicated. And therefore, you need to rejoice and be glad right now. It's just like, you know, we said earlier, at the end, basically, at the end of something, that's when you go pretty much try to enjoy it the most. You'll get the most out of it. So y'all rejoice and be glad while y'all got time, because this y'all last hoorah, if you say so. The so-called white man is on his way out. And to cap off the point, it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So our iniquity has been accomplished through Esau being able to mount up, do everything he's done, take, you know, nations into captivity, take lands by force, you know, establish all these places after his name, believe that it's gonna go on forever. All these things is fulfilling the accomplishment of our iniquity, us being in his hands, in his possession. And it says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity.
He will visit thine iniquity.
Yeah, the Lord, the Heavenly Father is going to
keep going.
Yeah, kind. It says, O daughter of Edom.
Right. So once, right after, the cup gonna be passed to him, and right when it's passed to him, that's a sign that what? And what's that cup? The curses. All these curses starting to pass on them now. You see what I'm saying? But you're gonna see them in their fullness once we got them. And that's a sign that that relief is finally coming. And we ain't about to be past that cup no more. Meaning what? We ain't gonna go into slavery ever again, because we passing the curses over. Well, one of the curses is what? Slavery. Exactly. So they about to go into slavery ultimately, and in that is a whole everything, man. It's his rap sheet, really, you know. And then it says after that point, he gonna discover thy sins, exactly. O daughter of Edom. That rap sheet. You see that? So I got something real quick to back up what you said. This is Ezekiel 35 and 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem outside, behold, God, he's God. Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. Right? This is Mount Seir. These are mountains. All these damn buildings. You know, this Basra. Basically, wherever Esau dwelling at is Basra. That's the chief city of Edom. The chief city of Edom is America. How do we know that? Because the scriptures say how the Lord's gonna that great city. You know what I'm saying? They talk about that city. Their bodies shall lie dead in the street. It's in the great city. What's that great city? That great city is a chief city. You know, where everybody go. You know what I'm saying? And if we talking about Esau, you know, it's Basra, man. That's why he said, who shall lead me into Basra? The Lord gonna come down here and come straight to America. He gonna come from the east and he coming straight to America, man. And they gonna be zapping shit on the way. You know? So this is verse 3. And say unto it, but thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Ba'ashem power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee. Exactly. And I will make thee most desolate. The Lord's going to exalt his hand. Yahweh, that right hand, that power, that right hand power. Yahweh, the angels, us, he's going to exalt it. He's going to stretch the hand out, man. You know? We got to talk about how tall Yahweh is. It represents his he going to be tall. But that's a symbol for his exalted state, man. It's a taller than the rest, you know?
Reach.
Yeah, man. It says what? I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem outside. He gonna make Esau desolate. He gonna say he gonna lay these cities waste. Through what? Esau's own doings. Through these people. These people at their wits' end. Dude walking down the street with a taser, people got all these guns. People got all these angers. People got all these band-aids from these damn joints. You know? It's only so long before the Lord stir up their minds and have them get pissed off, and they just start wilding out. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, it's the point, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. We're done. Our stuff accomplished. We already, everything he's doing is just furthering.
Exactly, furthering that affliction.
Exactly. Zechariah 1:15 or 14. You know? It says what? It says, or it might be Zephaniah, but it says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. Exactly. It's gonna be, man, it's gonna be crazy. It said, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and in thy hills, this is gonna be in America. This is gonna happen right here in America, right? All those hills in California, they're little almost high places.
Exactly.
Little condominiums, lost penthouses, suites. All in America, all the cities of America, and all the cities of America, the Lord's taken out. He got his eye on, man. And in thy valleys, right? And his low places, in all thy rivers, the Lord hitting everything high and low here, man. And we already know how he gonna do the valleys. He gonna make the valleys high, man. Because we're in all his low places, he not in them. The so-called white man not in them, we in them. But he gonna hit those places too. See that? Gonna confound Esau, man. All the low places of America, they're gonna be destroyed, but they're gonna be exalted through the elect that are there. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna have all the elect members being like, you know, financially unstable or something like that. But it's really, we all poor, man, at the end of the day, because we don't got shit. We don't own nothing. You know, we in the lowest state mentally, spiritually. So we the poor either way. And really, the only reason they got this stuff, if you find a so-called black, Latino, Native American Indian doing good for themselves, the only reason they got it is by still slaving. It's still by selling out, man. We ain't never got reparations. Why? Because Christ for us, Jesus Christ, so-called Jesus Christ for us, he gonna come back and destroy people, man. He gonna make sure we get our reparations. Jesus does not love everybody, man. God is not all love. He's hate too. America is about to be destroyed. This is the hate of God, right? You starting to see the hate of God, man. You know? And this ain't nothing yet.
At all.
They gonna see. These people gonna see. You know? But it says what? It says, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Right? I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. You got it.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 63:1. It says, who is this that cometh?
We don't need that.
Yeah, kind.
We can bring it out, but we ain't even need that, you know?
We already got past it.
We getting into that waste, man.
Yep.
You know, these cities initially. That's what the Lord gonna come back. Yeah, he gonna touch you goddamn crackers, man. He gonna touch them. But let's deal with the first things first. These cities gotta go, man. They gonna go before your house I even get back. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go. I mean, look, it's an excuse for people. That's why people can still not adhere. We need this to happen first, man. When he come back, that means the city, all is done already. Really, everything as far as how far chaos can go, will have reached that point for the Lord to come back, man. You gotta really think about that. And for him to return, he ain't finna just pull up in this stuff like this. You know? You got it, brother. You can go ahead and get back to that second whatever else you got.
No, Con, that's it. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
This real quick. I was holding this. This is James 4 and 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that has shewed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So this place is about. It's the Lord say the mercy is about to come off this place. We can still see the mercy. The mercy is when the Lord is still looking upon a place and he hasn't turned his back on it. He's still controlling it to where it don't get too chaotic. We was talking about that by the Spirit the other day. Like how he sealed man's instructions in their head when they sleep to keep man from pride and from doing certain things. Pretty much he gonna allow them to, you know, these niggas be on bullshit. Pretty much, if he wasn't looking at us.
No, he's trying to get out of attention.
He looked like he was talking to somebody across the street.
No, he's looking at us.
Yeah,
I told him, hold up.
He might be, no, that nigga goddamn. Oh, he worked for them. Why he acting like he, see these people got demons on him, man. That nigga like a crackhead.
No, he's like a hype for a second.
No, ain't no for no second.
That's what I'm like.
That's hype activity, man. This dude didn't even act like he was here. This dude worked for this place, and he's sitting here acting like he off. Bro, this shit crazy, man. That nigga not there, man, at all. He ain't right. Dude not right in his head, man. Yeah, he ain't there, bro. You can see it on his face. He like he beat somebody's ass and took they, you know, when niggas be taking niggas' uniforms. Like how he work, that's how he look. Alright, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up because it's an hour. Salaki. So yeah, man, the Lord is about to take that mercy off this place, man. Think about the end when they say, in fact, we just get it. I don't want to butcher it. Close the fuck out. This is Sirach 18 and 24. It says, think upon the wrath that shall be at the end. Exactly. You got Esau coming down his wrath and the Most High coming down, which is really the Most High coming down with his wrath. He think it's his wrath he's doing. The Lord got you hurting people and putting people out their homes. They're not even reporting how many people losing their homes throughout this.
Exactly.
That shit crazy. Like, people really like losing their homes. Rent go up $30. It's people that can't afford that, so they out of there. You know, that shit is crazy. It says
when rent go up, when gas go up, when everything inflates, and people making the same bread,
they gotta make a decision.
It's a decision to be made. And a lot of times you really can't make a decision. You just passed out. In Esau's world, man. Niggas
picking living their cars.
And that's like a wave.
Yeah, it's like whole car like
communities.
Yeah, car communities basically. Exactly.
And you seen the precursor to it was those little, you know, people making little tiny houses, hooking them up to the back of their trucks and stuff. That was years back. Like, and now we actually seeing like the forward thinkers. They was in that mindset. We seeing that nothing here is sustainable, man. Nothing that we see is sustainable. The old way
ever was.
Never was. But the vintage shall fail. It was able to, you know, do for some time for some people, but it was never ever sustainable. It was never meant to be. Anything Esau deals with, so like you.
No, that's it.
Anything Esau deals with, builds, it's for a short time.
Gas not gonna stay. The vintage shall fail, so gas not gonna stay $5.55 forever.
Exactly.
This gonna do it, man. We read. Then think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face, when he let Esau really do what he want to do, really go hard body how he want to go hard body. That's when you're gonna start seeing militaries, and then you're gonna see the rousing up of Judah, which gonna cause all these other people to rouse up, you know. Because really, a lot of these people, they do be like, well, it wasn't me, I didn't do it. A lot of them don't, because they really hated by the elite so-called white man anyways.
Exactly.
You know, that's really who run the earth. We know that, but we hate all y'all, man.
All of y'all.
You know, I hate every last one of you. I'm going to just keep it a buck.
Because y'all benefit more. Y'all benefited, like, at some point, at some bit to, this is your world, man.
Their existence is our oppression.
Exactly. We don't feel bad for y'all because it's y'all world. If y'all fell in this world, you know, too bad, man.
When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger. When thou art rich, think upon poverty and need. That's what's coming, man. That's what's happening right now, secretly. You got it, brother. It say, from the morning until the evening, the time is changed. It's like it. And all things are soon done before the Lord.
Man.
Stuff was like this 1 minute, and then like something can happen man, was having a conversation, like something can happen from now and between, before getting to next week, that it's a game changer. Like, everything you was gonna do next week can't even happen no more type stuff.
Exactly.
You know? That's that wasted suddenly. You just wake up, it's like, you like, yo, bro, you get a call like, yo, bro, everybody running through everything, everywhere, like, bro, this shit crazy. I think this it, bro.
Yeah, ain't no going back from that too. It's a point where they got what they call it, the point of no return.
Yeah.
When stuff gets so bad, like we seen little spikes, but it's a point where you can't return. Like if 20 police precincts went out, how can you return from that? And we go get ramped up to those levels. We only seen little tidbits of these things, but when all of these stores can't survive, it's a point of no return. These things won't be going back. Again, that vintage is go fail. It's go come to a point of complete failure.
Yeah, but Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? Yeah. By trying to kick Jake in their tail, it backfired. By trying to create this Ordo Ab KO, which is targeted to Jake once again, it backfired, because through that you raised up the prophets, and now the prophets was able to be was at a point being put in a point to where you could be condemned. You know, bring your end. Let me read that. This is Jeremiah 1:10. It says, "See, I have this day." I'm actually starting at 9. It says, "Then the Lord." You know, I'm gonna start at 8. "Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord Yahweh." Right. By what? Preaching his word. See that? So as soon as Esau would set up something to like get us to go off, the Lord had to bring his prophets to be like, nah, don't do that. And when that happens, now that's a way for us to be delivered from all destruction, what harm that's trying to be inflicted to us by our enemies. You know, and self-harm we may be able to do to ourselves by listening. Well, if you got a conscience, that's really what we are. We that conscience. We the little white angel, so-called, right? Because white represents purity. We the angel, the good angel on your shoulder, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, I see a brother was speaking on that. I want to speak on that by the Spirit. Like, yeah, how we angels, man. Like, we really angels. You got men in front of you that's angels. Like, really angels. That's heavy, you know. Lord willing, we the men, but whoever the true men is doing this thing, yo, they angels, and all the Israelites angels at the end of the day. But I'm talking about angels that's basically down here as like one of the angels sent. You know, them apostles, you know, the disciples going apostle, them all angels. You know what I'm saying? Prophets, whatever you want to call them, they all angels. It says what? It says, then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in my mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, including America, to root out. And why and how? Due to Esau trying to get us to go off to where the prophets that have been, you know, the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophets, which are a bunch of people that come and be like, no, don't do that. Be a conscience, no. So we can be delivered. They will come forth with the word. You see? That's the word do, which has been given to the prophets. Psalms 107:20 tell you that. He sent his word and healed them, delivered them from their destructions. Paraphrasing, okay? Which has been given to those prophets. But it says, so he said what? See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to rule out. Because all those kingdoms and nations weren't ours. Those was places that was inflicting us. Exactly. Trying to cause us to go off, influence us. To root out. So Jeremiah was set up as a prophet to root out. Upon them being set up and trying to afflict us. You bring the prophets back, man. Because the Lord's will is not for Jacob to perish, man. It says, and to pull down and to destroy. See? So Esau did it to himself. And to throw down, to build and to plant. Once these mugs thrown down, that's supposed to be thrown down, then the Lord gonna build and plant what he want to really build and plant, which is us, man. Okay? That's why he said, right now we planted, put us by the devil.
Right.
Mainly. That's why he said, I planted thee a noble vine, how thou turned into a degenerate plant. You know? The damn devil, man. You got it, brother.
Kind.
Uh-huh.
2 Ezra chapter 15, And 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw it nigh.
Yeah, so this world, you can just see now, like, why it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Us playing a part, going to manifest it, because what Esau doing and trying to do is bound to happen. The Lord is going to make these cities desolate by how? Go ahead.
Kind. It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, they're going to go against Esau, man. And they're going to have swords in their hands because Esau's a man of the sword. So that's how we know it's his kingdom. You see? Because that what manner a ruler of the city is, so are the people.
Exactly.
So he passed a bunch of gun laws to try to get people to destroy himself so he could try to come in. But he wouldn't. He's so proud, he wouldn't have thought it could backfire.
Exactly.
And it's leaking over. It's like, and everybody across the globe like, yo, you the devil. You know?
Clearly.
You got it.
Yeah.
So he losing. Like they be saying how like unpopular Joe Biden is.
Oh yeah.
You know, you got it.
Yeah, verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
Right.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yep.
In the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
So the Lord about to let people run. People gonna be out here running wild, running. It ain't gonna be no more stop at a green light, red light, caution, slow down at the yellow light, yielding. Ain't gonna be no more signaling. Ain't gonna be all that this order that Esau got set up. They not gonna reverence the king, man. People ain't gonna care about, you know, getting a hard earned, you know, paycheck or whatever. Those people that was in those spirits gonna be they really about like trying to stay alive. So they gonna be the first ones to go crazy.
Exactly.
Due to what Esau doing, man. They gonna be running in people. They gonna run in y'all stuff, man. You know, you got it.
Kind. Verse 17 it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Because remember, the Lord said he gonna make the cities of Esau most desolate. You know, so your prime places you can go, Times Square, New York. You know what I'm saying? 4 points, 5 points, whatever it's called, downtown Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? All these places, downtown Chicago, is one of the most toured cities on the face of the earth. And the face of the earth is America. Those cities, all those cities, those gonna be the main cities most desolate. Why you think niggas keep hitting the Magnificent Mount? They keep hitting all these places, man. You got Russians, you got all these people. You walk up and down the streets downtown, you gonna hear people from other places. It ain't really nobody that walk downtown from here.
Exactly. All you hear is foreign languages.
You know, and it's always been like that here, but that shit coming to an end. It's coming to an end. We at the end of all things, man. People letting stuff like, oh, they closed. They got their lights. They got their lights like this shit, you know? They got their lights, they closed, so, you know, look how they look, and all the stuff that's sitting in the damn window. We're not on here enticing none of that, but these is just examples of how biblical prophecy gonna be. People not gonna regard that shit no more, man. Oh, they say they closed, so we not gonna.
Oh, exactly.
Why ain't gonna care about that shit, man?
It's a glass there, right. So I'm gonna regard it as if I can't break it, you know?
Man, and you done seen like they, you know. So ain't no telling what's gonna happen this week, man. Okay, you already had the brothers down here putting it down for years, you know what I'm saying? But expect more to be amped up, because the word really got to touch all these places of America, man. That's highly proud. So we get the hell out of here, man. Everybody got to do their part. So you got anything else? Okay, you say you was holding something, Joe. When you...
Yeah, kind. Book of Job, chapter 27. Job chapter 27 and verse 13. It says, this is the portion of a wicked man with God. And we know the wicked man to be Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And it says, in the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. So this further proves that the so-called white man is those very oppressors, because through their actions, we know them by their fruits. You know, these are the oppressors of the earth. It says, which they shall receive of the Almighty. These things that we about to read are the things that they're going to receive of the Almighty. It reads, if his children be multiplied. So all of these so-called white children you see coming up, these baby bumps on these so-called white women, if his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. So they're just being born to be put to death or to be taken into slavery.
Yeah, when people going crazy out here.
Exactly. And it makes sense because they have everything. That was said earlier. These people have everything, so those are the targets. Really, them having everything has put a target on their back to receive all of these things, these plagues, all of this stuff that is coming out of the Heavenly Father. So if his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. So they won't be in the same condition that these so-called white people are in today, in the future. They won't have all of these riches. They won't have their names on buildings and
all these penthouses
lands.
gonna be broken into. These lofts they staying in, where they kids, you know, they watching some show on 100-screen TV or some shit, television. They on the patio, they get to watch the aerial scenery of, you know, all these places, Chicago and all that. That shit gonna be over with, man. You know, the man you dressing like coming out of power, man.
Yeah, kind.
You know, you got it.
And his offspring shall
you
not.
Going into slavery, you an Edomite. You an Edomite.
Yeah.
You a Jew? You Jewish? You Jewish, ain't you? You Jewish? Or you like Ishmael? No, yeah, you a so-called white dude. Yeah, we prophesying the downfall of America. You see what's happening to downtown, like how it's not how it used to be, right? Because you seeing.
See what's happening downtown.
Yeah, and all across America, the mass shootings. We in the end of the last days now. God is about to pour all mercy off this place. All these stores you're gonna see, like how you seen during the George Floyd's riots, it's gonna be, those are just signs of what's to come. You people, you're not gonna be able to walk down the street. Like, you ever seen the book of Eli? All those movies, right? The elites that be know it's things that's actually gonna happen in this society. Yeah, but it's gonna be bad, man. Y'all getting ready to come out of power because the people that's ruling the earth right now, they're actually the devil, right? And they were set up to show people what wickedness looks like and what will happen if the wicked rule. That's basically God's point. And the people that's actually supposed to be ruling is at the very bottom, which is our people. And they a bunch of degenerates too, but it's due to the one that's in power influencing them.
Trying to make things right.
But it's too late because the power that's the power that's ruling, they got other plans. They got other plans for y'all. They got other plans for this whole society.
You just said people need to read the Bible to understand what's going on. This is not our words. We're saying what the Lord's saying. It's too late. Yeah, thus saith the Lord, it's too late for
This
you.
is Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. So people that's caught up in this place on the earth, right? For the devil is come down unto you, right? And you don't even know the elites is plotting on you. That's what it's saying. It says, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Y'all getting ready. This is happening to.
Why is that now?
2nd Ezra 9 and 1.
I don't believe
Yeah.
the devil.
These are signs. Nope, it's a sign, because the things that's going on now weren't going on 100 years ago. And even if they.
What's going on now then?
Right, except what? The mark of the beast. Do you know what the mark of the beast is? It's the RFID chip. Right? They trying to merge man with technology. Right.
We don't have that. You don't have that.
But you can't buy. We know.
have to think of that.
You know you can't buy without the mark of the beast. You know you can't buy without the mark of the beast, right? Or sell
Can't
without
buy.
it. Yeah, you can't buy or sell without having it. So we know the mark of the beast hasn't came yet. Read that. This is how we know we're here though. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1.
What do you mean by that?
That's what it say. You can't buy or sell except
I bought
save
some
he
shit
that
today
had the,
that had the mark
because
of
the
the
mark of the beast is not here yet. The mark of the beast is when that dollar, those credit cards, that whole Federal Reserve notes, right? They're basically implanted in you. That's exactly it. That's what I just said. It's literally right around the corner. Go ahead, right
But
here.
you think that.
The tech know that.
You have no
The tech.
evidence.
Yes, we do.
Yet you do.
Read that.
2nd Ezra 9 and 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then
already here.
then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So in certain things he said to look for. Get specific. Go ahead.
Verse 2, it says, then, verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes
We see earthquakes all the time. Go ahead.
and uproars of the people,
People are protesting more than they ever have, right? And when people protested this much in the kingdom, they all fail.
More than they ever have.
Protests, like I'm just saying that if you want to make it an argument, well, people have been protesting in all, like in ancient societies, yeah. And when they got to a certain point, the kingdom fell. And another way we know this kingdom getting ready to fall, because it say the Messiah said, every kingdom divided against itself shall not stand.
Yeah.
Right. The politicians, the left and the right, all of that is that's what happened to Rome. America, don't you know Rome is America?
I like the fact
America,
that
Rome.
politicians argue they can't get a consensus.
Yeah, man.
They're politicians.
This is what's getting ready to happen. This is why y'all people are
What's
losing.
getting ready to happen?
Your politicians losing y'all shit because the Hebrew Israelite man is written the rule. Who is the Hebrew Israelite man according to the Bible? It's the so-called black.
Hebrew Israelite? Who's that?
You never heard of the patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, Jacob? You never heard of them?
Well, that's the Old Testament. What are you talking about? These
Who is
guys
Jesus?
died like 3,000 years ago.
Where did Jesus come from? He came from those patriarchs.
Yeah, 3,000 years ago.
Jesus coming back. You don't know that?
Yeah.
So-called Jesus,
2,000
Yahushua.
years ago, Jesus died. He's supposed to come back.
Right, he's
what
coming
are you talking
back.
about?
He's coming back. His people still here. The Hebrew Israelites.
His people still here.
Everybody on earth that's in the Bible, no matter what you want.
Everyone's still here?
Everyone is still here.
Where did you read that?
Huh?
Where did you read that everyone's still here?
So you think these old people we read about in the Bible they're not on the earth no more? That's what you think? Do you think that? Yes or no?
No, I don't think they're here.
I mean,
Why do you think they're here? Why do you think they're here?
First of all, the Bible tells you.
Why do you think those guys are here?
I'll tell you. So Jesus coming back, right?
Nobody thinks they're
hold
here.
on. One clear point. Jesus coming back, right? You say yeah. Check this out.
I hope.
Revelation.
I don't know.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he
No,
coming.
these old guys.
Listen, behold, he
Get back to what you said.
No, you can't get
These old guys
Behold,
are going to come here
he
now.
cometh with clouds. He's gonna come back on clouds, right? And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Who pierced him? The Romans. So the Romans will still be here. They will be here when he comes back. Because reincarnation is in the Bible. You think this is your first time being here?
Wait. We were talking about something else. You're like talking about different
No. You said
You said all these old guys are still here.
And I gave you a reason of why I believe that. You asked me, why do I believe that? What makes you think that? This right here, Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. This is talking about Jesus Christ's return, Yahushua's return.
He come with
so
clouds.
when he come back, it says
Clouds.
he's
So
gonna,
the clouds are these guys?
He's gonna come back on clouds. He's gonna come back on spaceships.
Okay.
Right? It says, and every eye shall see him. Those the UFOs. It says, and they also, these the people, it's talking about the people that's gonna see him. It says, and they also which pierced him. Meaning those that murdered him 2,000 years ago, they're going to see him when he come back. Because they're back on earth.
So where you told me these guys
is that
are...
not saying that? They also that pierced him.
I'm just saying, like, I know.
Let's just see, is it saying that, yes or no? They also that pierced him is going to see him, right?
I can understand the scripture, but, like, you might be
Is
misinterpreting
it saying
the
that?
scripture.
But it's saying it's completely
my
straightforward.
point being, like,
He got pierced,
it
right?
might make
You
sense
said
to you
all
in
these
that
guys
context,
were-
But listen,
it
but
might be
no,
different,
it's
right?
simple. We all agree the Messiah got pierced. He got killed, murdered,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
So when he's and we agree he coming back, right?
Yeah.
This completely says
Yeah.
when he come back, everybody gonna see him.
That's where we disagree.
It says when he come back.
That's true, but your interpretation is saying it's like UFOs and that kind of
But
thing.
you
Like,
were
how is that
right?
to
You
say?
can don't
Right?
even worry about that. You don't gotta worry about that.
Okay.
When he come back, it say everybody gonna see him, right?
Yeah.
And it says even them which pierced him,
Yes.
which is the people that killed him 2,000 years ago, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's why I say that. So
Even that, so it could be the
the
ancestors
Romans
of those
are
who
back.
pierced him.
No, my point is, everybody that existed in this Bible is still here on the earth today. Y'all come from a people that's in the earth in the Bible today. That's you people come from a people that was in the that's talked about in the Bible of ancient time, which were who? The Edomites. Y'all come from the so-called
I know my
white man.
DNA goes
Esau.
back way far.
Huh?
My DNA goes
You
way
probably
back
believe the
far.
Earth like billions of years old, so we can't really have a conversation for too much
Interesting.
longer.
Okay.
can't have a
fair enough, dude.
conversation.
No, I
What?
appreciate
I'm
the
sorry,
conversation,
what
but
are
it
you
doesn't
talking
sound
about?
like we're gonna
You can't
agree.
have a
No, you
conversation.
good, man. Don't worry about it. We don't really
mean,
shake hands, you know.
No, not at all.
You know, we don't do all that.
It's a disagreement in
No, we
opinion,
cool. It don't mean I ain't, you know, we
But you won't shake
make
my hand?
dialogue. I don't do handshakes and all that. I don't even shake his hand.
dude. Okay, fair enough, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
saying,
know.
like, we disagree. I'm sorry that we're not gonna find any common ground here.
I mean,
So-
look, there's only one. We out here to preach the Bible. This is what the Bible saying. So you got people.
I think you're misinterpreting the Bible.
You got
That's what I'm
people,
saying.
but you just agreed when he come back, people gonna see him, right? People gonna see him, right?
Sure, but I think
right.
you're misinterpreting
And
the
them
Bible.
also will pierced him.
Yes.
That means the
go.
people that killed him 2,000 years ago.
I'm sorry, dude. I think you're misinterpreting the Bible.
Y'all do. Y'all the Edomites. You know what's getting ready to happen to y'all?
What?
Get Revelation 1 and get Revelation.
You know what's gonna happen to you?
Jump straight to that.
You come up with goofy, fucking, unlogical shit, and you can't actually train a thought. Because I was trying to follow you for a good following logical
Of what?
thing.
Of what part? What part of what I said that you was trying to follow me on? How people
Well,
were here.
you
that's
were
still
talking about my ancestors,
Go-
and
go
that
to
was
that.
very important to me.
Here. Bring it up.
So I was listening, and then you went on a fucking goofball
No, I was
trail.
giving a response.
So
You,
I
that's
can't
why
even do
you
this.
get.
Let's go.
Read this.
You're a
Read
fucking
this.
goofball.
Read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 9.
Uh-huh.
It says the thing that hath been.
The
I'm
thing
all
that
about
has
the
been,
scripture. I'm all about
the
the
thing,
scripture.
jump to the end, fuck that.
I'm all about
Don't
the
even worry
scripture,
about
my
it.
dude.
Read it.
Revelation
This was
13.
getting ready to happen, y'all. Prophecy.
Revelation chapter 13 and
You
10.
going to slavery. You a damn devil.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Esau through, man.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
They hate us, we hate y'all. I'm not shaking your hand to hell with these devils. So with that, call long la. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahaku Dasaka. A Bible ball.
Bible bar, death to America.
Until next time, Shalom. Call me Ashala.
That's a beautiful setup though.